Join us in Hickory next September. Spend 54 hours with us, and we'll inspire you towards collaboration well crafted. For example, polio. It was one of the most feared diseases in American history. It strikes the young, killing some, disabling others. And for many years, no one knew why or how. In 1944, 2 days after D-Day, polio invaded western North Carolina. Hickory was at the center. Travelers rolled up their windows when passing through the town they now called Polio City. They didn't even want to breathe the same air. Polio was turning Hickory, North Carolina into a disaster area in the middle of World War II. But 3 medical professionals came together: the county health nurse, the health director, and the local chairman of the National Foundation for Infantile Paralysis decided something needed to be done to stop the spread and care for those inflicted. Taking a fresh air camp for children, the 3 developed plans to create an emergency hospital. But would the community support a facility where such fear existed? At dawn on June 24th, these 3 and a small band of volunteers set about to build the emergency clinic. Hour by hour, people joined in. The atmosphere was subdued but determined. Lights were set up when darkness fell. Workers continued into Friday, then Saturday, preparing for the ever-increasing number of polio victims. Then by early afternoon, it was ready for patients. In 54 hours, the community came together in a very unexpected way to build a hospital. With the help of the National Foundation, the citizens of Hickory stood up to polio and won. 454 patients were treated at the camp, with a mortality rate of less than 3%. Plus, those brought to the emergency hospital were treated as equals. When the hospital opened, there was no segregation of black and white. From all over North Carolina they came, as well as South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. The story of this little town that stood up to a big disease went nationwide. The medical director of the National Foundation called it a miracle in the press. That name stuck, and it took on a life of its own. Was it a miracle? It began when 3 people faced a dire situation in their community. They worked together to identify a solution and took action. They had no idea how much they would accomplish or how they would inspire others. They just had the courage to try and trust that others would help. Next year is the 75th anniversary of the Miracle of Hickory. We invite you to Hickory next September to learn more. Your organization, your community can achieve miracles if you have the courage and determination to lead your team to achieve better results. Let's see what we can do together in 54 hours. Come be a part of our story. Return to your corner of the world and create your own collaboration well crafted.